Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Larry at Heisenberg Forest Products. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather that we've been having in the last week and so. So let's start off by talking a little bit about the work that we did last week. So we're fixing this wall here. This is the south-facing wall of our home. And what happened a few years ago was we had an ice storm, and the ice stuck to the water tank. So the water tank's right here, right next to our home. So it's way up there. It's stuck to the metal part of the water tank. I don't know. See? So when it started melting, the ice hit our home, and you can see on the chimney there's a kind of an indentation. Well, when it hit the vinyl, it cracked it. So we're changing some of this vinyl that was cracked. Problem we ran into last week was I bought some replacement vinyl, but the profile is not exactly the same. So we have to change up to about here. And then we're just replacing the pieces on top there. But this vinyl is brittle. It's hard to work with. So we've been fighting this for. Well, we spent the whole day, my buddy Chris and I, working on that. So that's one thing we worked on. Louise fixed some of the pavers here. So she moved them around, so it looks a lot nicer. So the pool area is really nice looking. I did vacuum this morning, so our pool is nice and clean. And the water temperature is at 70 Fahrenheit, which is great. So pretty happy about that. Excuse me. Louise did a second coat of varnish on our glider swing, so the swing looks beautiful. She did a really good job of that last week, and I think we'll leave it at 2 coats for now. We trimmed some trees. I ended up cutting this tree out of here because it was growing, it was sprouting all over in our walkway here, and we kept fighting and fighting. I tried just putting salt on the growth, and then it started killing the tree. So we got rid of the tree. We'll put something else there. I worked on, built a little metal box. First time using a brake for me, so I built a little metal box here to cover the electrical wire that goes into the shop. So it looks pretty nice. So that's done. What else did I do? Let's walk onto the lot. I moved some stuff around on the lot again. You'll see on the side here, I had a bunch of stuff, so I did a dump run with some of the stuff that was no longer usable. And then I had some pieces of hardwood that I ended up cutting. You can see it right up here. So I used a miter saw and I cut that one night. So I'll burn that in my wood stove. And we had some pieces that had some nails in it, and we tried it in our campfire last night, and it burns really well. So I got about 2 weeks of wood just here that I'm gonna burn in my wood stove when we first start the season. So let's keep walking here. I'm just looking at my notes. Oh yeah, I ended up installing that floodlight I bought last week from a guy in Sudbury, so that works. So that's up on the shop. And yesterday, well, we got our processor back. So yesterday, I tried it out and processed a bush cord of hard maple. So I'm finishing up this block here. So I've got room for a little bit over a face cord, or 3 face cords. I should say a bush cord. So once we get that done, I'm hoping I can fit another block right in here. So pumped about that. So sold some wood, sold some campfire wood. I ended up selling some pallets last week. So things are busy. The guy that bought the chicken tractor never showed up yet this weekend. I guess he was busy. So he'll probably come and get that sometime soon. Not too worried about it. He lives here in town, so I'm hoping to clean this area a little bit this week when I have a minute. You can see there's a big piece of maple over there that I have to cut with the chainsaw because it's too big for me to lift with my tractor, and it's a little big for the processor. So the processor, I ended up bringing it to a place called Old Forge, and I've got nothing but praises for these guys. It's owned by a guy by the name of Luke Levac. Real nice fella, did a really good job. So they ended up changing this flange bearing here. This one was cracked right here. I hit that with my loader one time when I was first started to use this machine, and I was kind of learning. What else did he fix for me? He ended up fixing that hydraulic cylinder right here. So now instead of being yellow, it's black. And so far, so good. Works really well, and I'm really happy about that. He fixed another flange bearing in here, so you can see it's green. That one was stuck to the yes, it's not a roller, but to the pin there, so they had to cut it out. So that was a bit more work for them. And he also installed this new hydraulic motor because the flange was broken. I had a piece of wood hit it last year and it broke the flange last year or the year before. And then we changed this this hydraulic line here because it was starting to crack, and I kept tying it. So that's the work that he did on the wood processor. Really, they spent about a day and a half working on it, so it was quite a bit of work. Had to add a bit of hydraulic fluid in it. So it's all good and seems to be running well. I'm not seeing any leaks anywhere. So far I've done one load, which I did yesterday. So this upcoming week, I'm hoping to really get into this wood. I need to get this done here. And before the fall hits with all the rain, so it's going to be processing time for me. All the while, there's still work to do on the house, so we want to finish. I'm hoping to finish I'd like to finish the vinyl this week and the four corners too. So it's going to be busy, but you know, with this nice weather, there's no reason for me not to be out here every day and putting some long days. I'm just looking at my notes here. Let's go and have a look. So I moved some of the stuff that I had piled over there. You'll see the lawn's a bit longer there. Oh yeah, and I mowed the lawn last week, so that takes a little while. I didn't have to mow the field yet. It's not that long yet, so I might mow it one more time before the winter. We'll see how it grows. We haven't had much rain, so the lawns are really slowing down in growing. So this is where I had a bunch of stuff that we're going to be selling. So let's have a look at that. So I moved this over there, and there I had a bunch of junk that I had been keeping for the longest time. I ended up loading everything into my truck and brought it to the dump. So I've got some meanie ties, some used meanie ties that are half decent. Might try to sell those for cheap just to get rid of them. I got that deck, so Louise has that on Marketplace, so she's gonna try to sell the deck. There's some nice pieces of wood there, so all pressure treated. I got a couple of black blankets, which I think are like 15 by 30, which we're gonna try to sell, and these cinder blocks. So if we can get rid of all this stuff here through Marketplace in the next few weeks, I'll be happy. We have some work to do on our camper. We haven't touched that yet. we have to redo all the caulking, and we need to clean it up. And that's going to probably end up going up for sale in the spring. So we were hoping to get it done this summer, but we ran out of time, and there's only so much that we can do. So that's where we're at with that. I'm just looking at my notes here. So next week, like I said, I'm going to focus on the firewood. I'm going to try to get... I was hoping to get 3 bush cords done every day, but that's with Louise's help, and she's not always available. I know she's away all day tomorrow, so I'll be on my own. So if I get 2 bush cords done on my own tomorrow, I will have done pretty well. A day with Chris at least to do the vinyl. We got a couple doors I wouldn't mind installing, so if he's available, we might focus on that. It was my dad's birthday yesterday. That's another thing. So I've been trying to go and see my dad daily at the end of the day. I used to go at lunch, but I found that in going at lunch, I was using up some of my precious time, and I was struggling when I came back. I couldn't focus. So I'm going at the end of the day now. So I go and spend some time like at around 7:38. And then I pray with them for a bit, and I tell him I love him. And he celebrated 93 years old yesterday. I didn't think he would have been around for his 93rd birthday, but he's proved us wrong again. So what do we know, right? We don't decide. God decides when he comes and gets us. So I'm enjoying all my time with him, even though he's non-verbal at this point. I'm just happy to have him physically, and I'm very grateful for my dad. Nothing but good memories for me, anyways. He's been a great dad to me. So yeah, it's a special time in my life right now, and I know he's not going to be around for much longer, and I have to accept that, and I think I have, but it's never easy of letting go someone that we love, right? So, and you know, I haven't lost many people in my life yet, so it's going to be an interesting time for me. So let's end this video again, as we always do, by doing a pan of the lot here. You can see that fall is slowly creeping in, even though we haven't had many frosts. The leaves are starting to change colors, and it always starts there, right? So all those reds and yellows. A lot of green still, but you can tell if you look at last week's video, you can tell the difference between this week and last week. The weather, though, has been like awesome. I think it's like 27 today. Kids are in the pool, just enjoying their time. So that's another thing I'll have to start thinking about soon, is closing that pool. So that's something that's coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. So just a few things. We have poplar for sale at $130 a face cord, birch for sale at $150 a face cord, and we've got a maple mix, which is 90% maple, 10% other hardwoods such as oak and beech and yellow birch for $160 a face cord. I got 5 bags of camp firewood left, and 1 bag of shavings left, but I'll have more. I'm going to start filling bags again this week as I start processing again. Got lots of pallets for sale, $8 a piece. So if you're interested in pallets, just give me a shout. I can hook you up with some pallets. This video you can find in a few different places. Our main repository is my YouTube channel at BreakingWood68. It also, the last 4 videos that we've produced shows up on our website, on our video page at breakingwood.com. It's also on our Facebook business page, Heisenberg Forest Products. And also for those of you who are friends with me, you could see it on my timeline. So I'm hopefully going to be posting this video later on today, if not early tomorrow morning. So we're at about 15 minutes, so this is a nice length for a video. I like to try to keep them below 20 minutes. So I'm going to sign off at this point. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and comment on our videos. I read and respond to every comment. Not that there's that many to worry about, but when I do get the odd comment, I try to respond. Have a great end of day, everybody. Ciao.